It would help if I put the camera in the right place. And let's... wow. There we go. It's a little on the bright side, but that's a little better. There we go. There we go. Good evening, everyone. It is 9:01 p.m. July 7th, 2023. Happy Tanabata. To folks who celebrate it. I am your host, Richard Pocky Kim. Welcome to Pocky Thanks for Your Entertainment, episode 31. We're doing more Endwalker today. And, let's see. Yeah, I mean, not a lot going on per se news-wise. Hope folks are doing well. Let's see. Is there anything going on to talk about news-wise? As far as I can tell, there's nothing else coming up in the realm of Final Fantasy XIV. I will be streaming on Sunday as usual, although I'm trying to figure out what game I'm going to play yet. I haven't not determined that yet. I've got a couple days to figure it out. Let's see. Yeah, no, that's pretty much it for now. I'm level 29. I'm level 89. Gonna be playing as Paladin until like 90, and then I'm gonna switch classes to Sage probably. To make that easier to level. If I somehow hit 90 before, on both before that, I will switch to another tanking class probably, or something. We'll see. As you can see here, I did put on the winter coat that Tataru gave me, because some folks were giving me a little bit of a guff over not using her present. You know who you are. In any case, alright, let's go and figure out what's going on with the quest here. Search for footprints in the snow. There we go, footprints. A trail of fresh footprints. Fresh footprints. A trail of fresh footprints leads east. Alright, we're going to the east then, are we? Come on, Miyuki, let's go hit that sparkly over there. Is that a snow crab? It is a snow kraken. With extra mouths. Okay, we're gonna go over here.
It's small for a kraken. Like a baby kraken.
That's not the one I was talking about. I'm talking about the one behind it.
Yeah, small for a kraken.
Yeah, the land kraken. Of course, they're smaller. Still scare the hell out of me. I don't know if you can tell. You can see the mouth on the sides there.
See the mouths.
It's got extra mouths. Look.
I can see the tentacles though.
Okay, can you see the mouths now?
No.
I'm not getting much closer if I can help it.
Don't get closer. It's fine. I'm like a million miles away from the screen, honey. I can't.
Overgrown rose. That thing has 1, 2, 3. Yeah. No, I think just scares the hell. Just no. Hey, look, it's Elise and Alphanod. Hey twins, how you doing? According to the label here, this place was used by those involved with extracting ceruleum. Other than the footprints, I see no signs of recent activity. Alright, back to the footprints in the snow. These footprints appear to be the same as those you saw previously, and they lead towards the building. Zane Sensei! Yay! I love you too! Welcome to the stream. I should warn you that this is going to be spoiler-filled for Endwalker stuff, so I know you're going through the story MSQ yourself on things. As much as I love you being here to watch, I don't want to spoil you on the story. Hey Serge, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream, man. And no, Siri, I'm not talking to you. Okay, well, thank you, hon. I appreciate it. Not much, Serge. Just, you know, playing through Endwalker, dealing with the heat. We were 31, so we're about 90-ish today, with about 35-40% humidity here in Tokyo. Very glad I worked inside. Much respect for people who work outdoor jobs in this heat. I'm tempted to get one of those cool built-in fan jackets that they have. I've been seeing around. Like, you can charge the batteries through USB, and then you've got two fans about yay big, one on each side at your waist, that circulate air through your jacket, and it keeps you from, like, it's not cold air because it's obviously just air from the location you're at, but it keeps the air circulating through your clothes, so you don't get as sweaty. And apparently it's nice. It's like it works. So I kind of want to try that, you know. We'll see. Yeah, Maryland and Virginia, I imagine that chunk of the area is not so great. So, all right, here we go. Alphanod. Read that. Alize. We're getting closer. I'm sure of it. At first, we thought she'd gone inside the building, but the door doesn't look to have been opened in some time. She might still be nearby, so we'll keep looking around here. Then again, it's also possible that she ran straight past this place. Would you mind searching up ahead?
Chris, it's time to come read with me or watch me downstream. One of you. Either way, you need to get to bed.
放送見るなら Chris, あと20分だけよ. Okay?
I mean, it's not like I have school tomorrow.
That's true, I suppose. Well, maybe give it to 10
Maybe
then.
a little chill about it tonight.
Okay. But yes, still be making no noise, Chris, okay? I need to be able to hear.
Very hot.
Let's see. And what for the AC's on, okay?
Hey, Chris, did you finish eating the rest of the blueberry stuff? Yes? Okay. That's fine, I just didn't know.
Time for quest. I have to admit, Celeste looks very cute in her winter coat there.
How did you get that?
Last week. Tataru gave it to me. Because she knew we were going to a cold place.
Along with a load of shit. I'm sorry,
The girl in the green dress anxiously surveys her surroundings. Were you to call her from this distance, it might attract wild beasts to your location. It would be safer to get closer first, but you must do so without drawing her attention. Oh boy! Metal Gear Solid time!
Oh, like Metal Gear Solid.
Follow the girl from a safe distance. Okay. The objective will end in failure, you're noticed. Make use of cover such as rocks to approach her without being seen. Thank you, honey. Similarly, the objective will also end in failure if you fall too far behind. Should you fail to complete the objective, you may try again by returning to the designated location. Okay.
All quests are almost as bad as escort quests.
Hey, Crescents. I don't mind. I wonder if she's like, what's that Chocobo doing there? Yep. So far, so good. Turn around and start running again already, would you? All I can think of now is just the Metal Gear Solid soundtrack.
Please.
Shh. That's not an ordinary chocobo. God, ICC. Now there's a.
What did she say?
It's just an ordinary chocobo. But wait, that's not an ordinary chocobo. God, I almost wanted to log into WoW just to go destroy ICC really fast. It's been so long. If those beasts spot me, I'm done for. I mean, I've got Shadowmourne built. I don't need to go there anymore, unless I want to go for chances for the mount, I guess. But hey, you know, I understand. That's a scary looking monster. What is no? Just no. I don't like that. Got to keep going. They're all depending on me. All right, so this girl is not obviously mind controlled by the bad guys.
Probably. You said you were going to go back.
Dang, really? I guess I just have to hide behind this then. All right.
Top.
Yeah, the part where you need 2 other people minimum to do the quest is kind of annoying. Thankfully, you only have to do it once, but and I was lucky enough to find people that everyone needed to do it, so we took turns. But yeah, no, that's friggin' annoying. If you ever decide to go back to playing it again, and we can find a 3rd person, I will totally be willing to help with that part. The hard part with that, honestly, is the fact that we can't. Oh wow, I went way the wrong way. You have to make sure you don't kill the boss too fast. Everyone I know these days, you have to take off your weapons and just kind of like slowly punch the enemy's boss, so you don't like kill her too quick, and that's the end of the fight. And there goes your blood sharing thing. So, all right, here we go. Let's try this again. Take 2. Metal Gear Solid. Celesta! 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 Dun dun dun. What I need is a box. I need a cardboard box to hide behind.
You mean no? You mean no? You mean some ice?
Well, in Metal Gear Solid,
you have a cardboard box.
You have a cardboard box you hide in, yeah. So.
But you don't have cardboard. We don't cardboard in this game.
Well, cardboard might exist in this game, but definitely not. I don't have a cardboard box. Do. Is he narrating to himself? At least they show you the cone of her vision too. That's kind of helpful. I can see why you would not be fond of this quest, however, Christmas. No one here but us chocobos. Wark. Yeah, no, it's definitely not the most bracing of quests in this game.
It's like Rachel Williams' part is like,
Yeah, it's just like, hi, I'm here. Hello. I'm just a sprite. Right? Watashi wa tada no sprite desu.
well, I said that he's right.
Don't forget to turn off the keyboard, Chris.
Oh. What?
Thank you. You don't want to accidentally do something on your computer by when you can't see the monitor. Alright, so we've got to go from here to behind the column over there. I hope my luck holds. You and me both, kid. You and me both. Got to keep going. They're all depending on me. Good luck. We're all depending on you. Just a little farther. This is it, the final spurt. I'm gonna have to use dash, aren't I? I'm glad sprites don't attack you. That would be annoying as hell right now. Aha! Gotcha!
Katza.
Still in one piece. Who are you? Stay back! This palace is packed with explosives! Take another step and I'll blow this place sky high! Please, we just want to talk. I'm Alphanod. This is my sister Elise, and our good friend Celessa. We have no intention of hurting or taking anything from you or anyone else. I give you my word. We and our comrades have come to provide aid to the people of Garlemald. Aid? You savages are the ones responsible for all this. You did this to us. We didn't, I promise you. One of the other reasons we came was to find out what happened here, in fact. The Telephoroi are the ones to blame. They're the ones who laid waste to Garlemald, and they won't stop until they've destroyed the entire world. They're the enemy. Our enemy. On our way, we encountered Imperial soldiers who had made their thralls. Those poor souls are now in our care, and we were striving to cure them of their affliction. You're the first person we've met who hasn't been already enslaved. How are you able to escape the Telephoroi's influence? Are there any others like you? I'm sorry. I don't mean to overwhelm you. Let's start with introductions. Can you tell me your name? My name's Licinia. As for how I've managed to stay sane, I've been asking myself the same question ever since that night, and the roar, that terrible roar, and then the screams. I was screaming too, I think. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Then came the silence. Everything was still. It was like waking up from a nightmare. I thought that maybe the fighting had stopped, so I stepped outside. If your hells are real, I saw one that day. I ran past friends, people I've known all my life, eyes vacant, dead, staring at the sky. Others were mad and violent. I saw them struggle with soldiers, but didn't stay to watch. I fled as far as my legs would take me. Do you have family here? Is this their home? No, this is Victor's Spoils, a mansion for retired soldiers. Or it was, but now me and a few others are, borrowing it. As for the explosives, I was making that up. I just wanted to keep everyone else safe, and I didn't know you were The truth is, our supplies are running low. You said you're here to help. Can you? Of course. Whatever assistance we can provide, we will. Thank you. I'd better tell the others first, though. Wait here. Oh. This is everyone. Everyone's cold. Licinia says you can be trusted, but these are desperate times. We'd be fools to let troops into our home. Foreign troops into our home. Having said that, were you to provide us with means of heating the place, as a sign of goodwill, perhaps we could take you at your word. If that's too much to ask, then leave us be. Alright, so we need either firewood or fuel or something, alright. Time to put my firewood gathering skills to use. Could you provide the spark with little magic, Elise? We'll have a fire burning in no time. May we build it under that gazebo? The what? Oh, you mean the bower. Yes. Yes, do as you will. Alright, so he's gonna run off and get firewood. She's gonna start the fire. What do I need to do? Dot, dot, dot. She does not trust us. Yet.
So not gonna trust us much. She knows our names at least. You know her names. So she's starting just a little.
Hopefully.
I want a dough pop.
I know, but it's late, Christopher. You have some tomorrow, okay? Can I put the music? There. Licinia's inner turmoil is plain on her face. Sorry, I'm still finding it hard to come to terms with all that's happened. Now that you're here, though, I hope things might change for the better. You know, I've worked up quite a sweat for all that running about, so I'll leave space around the fire for the others. As you can tell, they're in far worse state than me. We were planning to look for somewhere warmer with more food, but they're not going anywhere until we nurse them back to health, which I don't know how to do. Is there anything you can do to help them? Let me switch to Sage and I'll zap them with healing energy. How about that?
No.
Speak with Alphanod. Right. Talk to the healer. Emaciated refugee. All's well. All's well. With food in my belly and a song in my heart. Wow, okay. I can feel my fingers again. What they need most is a decent meal. We have food back at the camp, but there's the distance to consider. What?
Yuki's on the table. Get off.
It's fine, Christopher. It's just, you know, that's how the models work, unfortunately. I can treat their frostbite and their wounds, but it'll take time for the fire to do its work. Now would be a good occasion to make use of Millennium's tinctures, the ones that can warm the body from the inside out. Would you make sure everyone gets one? Or, you know, you can hand them to them, Alphanod, since you're, you know, right here too. The numbness is beginning to subside, though I suspect once the fire dies, it will return with a vengeance. Warming tincture? I've never heard of such a thing. No harm in trying. But tell me, have you heard aught of the city? Though calling it that seems absurd after what's happened. It's nothing but ruins now. The few buildings are still standing and offer nowhere with a meager protection from the wind and snow. Food production, water purification. The magic tech that sustained us has come to a grinding halt. What machina that remains operational cannot be run for lack of ceruleum. Of course, cerulean ingens is full of this stuff, for all the good it does us. No one here knows the first thing about extraction or refinement. All is well. Yes, never better. Let's get you warmed up first, bro, and then we'll get you some food. Oh, what sweet libation is this? Is it poisoned by any chance? Told a joke, If I laugh, 'tis at that I may not weep. So said the poet. And alas, my tears would freeze on my cheek ere they fell. We are the blessed damned, to bear witness to the fall of the great empire, while our brethren lie dead, or live on as puppets of flesh. First came the war, then came the roar. When morning came, Garlemald was no more. In a cacophony of gunfire, explosions and screams, was our beloved capital razed to the ground. From the rubble rose the disheveled remnants, their lavish finery caked in ash as they traveled mindlessly toward the palace, each bearing a fragment of stone or metal, an offering perhaps to the architect of our destruction. A hopeful few tried to reason with the deranged, only to be beaten for their kindness. But I knew better than to plead with the horde. I fled with my health, if not my conscience preserved. Now I wait with my fellow cowards for our final judgment. Wow. Shadowbringers was pretty unhappy, but this is kind of up there with the level of depression. Wow. What do you want? Here, warm yourself up. A tincture? May as well drink it, I suppose. Was that a radio? This? It's a radio. You don't have them where you come from, I take it. We use them to listen to messages sent by others, even over great distances. There are different types, but this model is by far the most popular. Made with quality components crafted with the finest ore. Sourced from Locus Amonis, as it is.
Oh, he's one of the...
Not that all that useful since the capital fell into ruin. The people at the broadcasting station must have either fled or ended up like all the others. Because all we've been hearing is the same music, being played over and over again. Home beyond the horizon. An ode to the brave men and women sent to reclaim our ancestral homeland of Locus Amonis. We may have founded an empire in these frozen wastes, but we always hope to take back what was once ours. 'Tis a solemn reminder that though we must suffer through great hardship, better days will surely come. Despite everything, I believe that Emperor Pharaoh yet lives, and that he speaks to us through our radios. It was a cunning strategy, faking his murder. He must have foreseen this catastrophe and chosen to conceal himself, that he may one day make his triumphant return. Yes, I'm sure of it. Emperor Varus would not be defeated so easily.
Yeah,
wow.
He wouldn't.
Yes, he would actually, Chris. He's dead. We saw him get killed, unfortunately.
But you might be smarter than you think.
Well, it's a game. Lord knows they might have him come back coming, but the last time we saw him, his son put a sword through him, so he's probably dead. Unfortunately. What's that? The last tincture. So this is what you gave the others? Thank you. I'll save it for later. Actually, I have a few things to ask you. Are you part of the group staying in Laterum? I saw Legatus Valgaria's troops heading towards the Magna Glacies a few days ago. Are they the ones you encountered? Camp Broken Glass, you call it. And Gurgilia and her men are all there now. So how did you reach the Magna Glacies? Did you cross the mountains on foot? Airships. Then there might be a way to... Licinia, where is everyone? Is something the matter? voice from inside, you say? You must be imagining things. Everyone's out here. Perhaps a baby Almasty has found its way into the house. It wouldn't be the first time. We'll have the soldiers to scare them off. Wild animals have been roaming closer to the settlements. Some have been known to attack people, too. I've just had an idea. If you and yours are strong enough to defeat a legatus, then surely a few beasts shouldn't pose a threat. If you don't mind to continue helping us, perhaps you could head to the other side of the lake. There's a small group of tappers living there, people whose job was to extract ceruleum. They still do, from what we can tell. I've already tried asking if they would share their fuel with us, but they're not willing to give it away. They want food in exchange. Lots of food. And that's something we don't have and can't get on our own. On top of that, to even reach their den, we'd have to make our way past all those creatures. Would you be willing to go in our place? We only need enough ceruleum to blast until the others are strong enough to travel to your camp. If the other still stands, that is. Oh, and I don't expect you to give up your own supplies, but there might be another way to pay the tappers. If it's ceruleum you need, it's from you'll have. I'm all about helping people who are trying to stab me in the back.
Well, possibly one.
Well, she's not being very trustworthy. We heard someone's voice coming from inside the house, and she told us we weren't hearing it. That's called gaslighting, Chris. That's very bad. When you try to convince someone that what they know to be reality is not reality, it's a very, very bad thing. To reach Tapper's den, you'll have to cross the lake. The ice is thick enough to support a person's weight, but if you'd rather not take the risk, you'll have to take the long way around. Finding entrance can be a bit tricky too, so it's easy to just look for someone standing guard outside. However you decide to head there, please be careful. That's called delusion, then. Admittedly. Where are we going? We're going that way. Alright. Hi-ho, Miyuki! Away! I mean, can I just kill a bunch of ceruleum sprites and get the ceruleum that way? By theory? I mean, I feel bad because they didn't do anything to me. But, you know. Here, instead of going across the lake, I'll just go across the pipes. How about that? Eh? And there's the cave. I can see it right there, so... Christopher? Otto. Osaete. And those really scary looking roses, quote unquote. Hello, guys. Speak with the burly tapper. I'm just gonna run past you to go see what's inside the cave real fast. How did you get in here? How the bloody hell did you find us here? Who are you? Coming from across the ice fields, did you? Then we better hope you weren't followed by any of them crazed soldiers, or we're done for. Yeah, about that. Alright. Who goes there? How did you find us? What do you mean I stand out like a sore thumb? If the purebloods over at Victor's Spells hadn't given away our location, you'd never have found us. Those stuck-up arseholes. Thought they could come waltzing in here demanding ceruleum with nothing to offer in return? Huh. Looks like the boot's on the other foot now the cattle's gone to shite. So they resorted to sending you to negotiate? I know your game, sellsword. If they think we're all given to intimidation, they've got another think coming. Oh, yay, that's what I want. Well, alright, sorry guys. Y'all gonna,
My almost. What kind of irritated?
am I dead yet?
What yet?
I guess you are dead. You just disappeared. Oops. There you are. There you are. Just after you left, Lincini asked me to go and catch up with you in case you needed a hand. Someone must have lived like something. I've got a little experience. I have a little experience in transporting barrels of ceruleum. So this is Tapper's Den. Well then, after you. Who are you? What happened to the guards? They're out cold. Or they're dead, I'm not sure which actually. The Orzians and rebels here to save the people of Garlemald? That doesn't make any God's damn sense. Why in the hell would you pass up this chance to put those Imperial bastards to the sword? Let me guess. None of you are Garlean? You were brought here from other lands? Girabania, Yangja, Bozja, Damaska, to name but a few. Some dragged here against our will, others fed bollocks about the better life, all put to work extracting ceruleum. All given the esteemed title of An, placing us firmly on the bottom rung of the ladder. But the old hierarchy means nothing in the new girl. What?
Said, hey Chris, 20 minutes in my bed.
But the old hierarchy means nothing in the new girl malt, says we. But the only thing that's more or less unscathed is cerulean ingots, still sustaining us, even with our paymasters out of the picture. We hear you're experts in drawing up ceruleum from the bottom of the lake. But how can you do that if it's frozen over? Ha! Wouldn't you like to know? Trade secrets, I'm afraid. At any rate, it's not that ceruleum is used for much these days. What with the city in ruins, we take enough to power our heaters and save the surplus for later. And though it helps us stave off the cold, it does solve out our hunger unless we can trade it away. Speaking of which, be sure to tell your contingent that we've got ceruleum by the barrelful. If they're interested, we'll exchange it for whatever provisions they're willing to spare. We can certainly ask. But if you're all free to go now, why carry on living here? Free to go? Go where? Even if we manage to get back to our homelands, there'd be nothing left for us thanks to the Empire, and the knowledge and skills we acquired working here would be practically useless outside of Garlemald. So we're staying for the time being. As long as there's a need for ceruleum, we'll find a way to get by, even if Garlemald as we knew is gone for good. Gone for good. If you're wondering why I post guards outside, it's because we've had trouble with the other refugees. And I don't mean the ones that get your spoils. Some of them come bearing weapons, and won't take no for an answer. As for the 2 guards you met on the way in, I'll tell them what we've discussed, once they recover from the beating you gave them. Come to think of it, maybe we should ask your contingent to send some bandages and healing balm.
Yeah.
Hehe. Gomenasai. Okay, they're saying the same thing. Alright, Elise. Regardless of what the Ilsabard contingent does for the people of Garlemald, the Empire itself is already a thing of the past. Christopher. Sound. Oto o saite kudasai. For many, that would be a cause for celebration, while for others, their whole way of life would have been turned upside down. After all the atrocities committed in the Empire's name, perhaps it is for the best that it's consigned to history. But what of the ordinary people? Their lives, their stories? Should they be forgotten too? I suppose there will be plenty of time to ponder that later. For now, let's see about getting some cerulean.
Almost do one slice of cake left.
The fire we built to put your spoil won't last forever, and it's too dangerous for Lucini and the others to search for more kindling.
Okay.
If we give them some ceruleum, that'll be one less for them to worry about. For a time, at least. Jarek is amenable to making a deal. So, you... Christopher? Now is not... No!
Yeah, I said you could have a slice.
Then brush your teeth again, Chris.
That's what I said.
No, I just didn't hear, because I'm...
Right. Relax. Don't go there. Have the other half sliced.
So, you come seeking ceruleum, have you? What? Those purebloods up at Victor's spoil sent you? Turn to their enemies for help. They must be more desperate than I thought. And again, Licinia's got her little sister to think about. A sister? But we only saw Licinia and 3 men. It's possible she died from whatever was ailing her. If she needed treatment, I doubt there should be any way to get it around here. I may have refused Licinia at first, thinking she'd come back with something to exchange. But I can spare them a bottle's worth of cerulean. Consider a reward for introducing me to the rest of your contingent. Be sure to send them our way, do you hear? I can't for the life of me think why Licinia would keep her sister a secret from us. We can ask about that after we... Let's try that again. I can't for the life of me I can't for the life of me think why Licinia would keep her sister a secret from us. But we can ask about that after we God! I can't for the life of me think why Licinia would keep her sister a secret from us. But we can ask about that after we've delivered the ceruleum. Come on, let's hurry back. There, jeez.
He must be trying to protect us as God.
Something.
Maybe, Chris. We'll find out.
Does seem plausible.
Ah, the joys of being level 89 in the level 82 area.
Here, eat some cake.
Alright, well, okay. I have been ordered to eat cake. My apologies for eating on stream, folks.
You'll eat my cake and you'll like it.
Just delicious cake.
It came out okay. I'll make it again.
I would like for in water.
Swallow and then try again.
Put the middle, and then put ice cream in your mouth now, and put one spoon of finger down, and
The brush teeth, please.
give it some more wash it down.
Yeah, but
Oh, see. Go on to the Boiled contaminated water to purify it.
boiled contaminated water to purify it. Sometimes, yeah.
Hey, Doc. Today was a school day for Chris, so we haven't done much today.
Yeah, sometimes that works.
But we're gonna head out tomorrow to do some stuff, so...
There's like a
Thank you, though.
burst pipe or something
Well,
in the community. Well, burst
Doc
pipe
says,
or
happy
something.
Tanabata, honey.
Oh, happy Tanabata!
Happy Tanabata.
I mean, I don't know if that's like an appropriate greeting, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't... No idea.
I legitimately don't know much about Tanabata.
This isn't right.
Anyway.
It's too quiet.
Sometimes, like municipalities,
I would have thought Alpha would
from
still
water
train...
supply, they'll say there's a boil order because one of the pipes cracked or something, and they don't know what got into the water. So they say boil your water before you use it.
I would have thought Alpha would still be treating them by the fire. But they're nowhere to be seen.
Okay.
I'll look inside the house while you search outside. They can't have gone far.
Chris, did you drink your tea?
Like,
Go brush your teeth.
Alright,
I'll
let's
be done
check,
too.
let's check by the fire first.
Chris, teeth.
I'll be gone too. There's fire.
Alfie's brushed his teeth already. Now go.
Alright, well that's a cliff, so no.
I like how your little buddy won't let you run around in the snow in your short skirt and not a shirt.
Uh-oh. This is not good. Damn it. Damn it all. Alpha, no, what's going on, buddy? Little brother? Oh, he's hurt too. That's not good. They asked me to help carry supplies. But when I followed them back here, they attacked me. Oh, what? Caught me off guard, forced me to defend myself. I fear they fared rather worse than me, though. You can't fool us. We know what you're about. What? Screw you, dude. Freeze, then. Vultures, that's what you are. Waiting in the wings for us to show weakness. Then in you swoop. Here to help? What rod? All a ploy. To make us lower our guard. And what? Rob your corpses?
I mean, it's been done before.
You got nothing left. Wait, what? Let you in. Put ourselves at your mercy. Put us in chains. Steal our lands. Get your revenge. Someone sounds like a MAGA hat. You're wrong. That's not what any of us want. Save the arguments for later. We've got bigger problems. I found empty medicine bottles in a bed that was still warm. It's true. Licinia was hiding her sick sister inside the house. But now, there's no sign of either of them. Where are they? Where did they go? Away from you and yours. And if you think I'll tell you, you're a fool. I never give up my people. You're an idiot. We're trying to help them, you idiot. Her sister's ill. The empty bottles prove it. So the medicine ran out, or she put it in her pockets to make it easier to carry. Or to avoid the sound of clinking glass. There are beasts everywhere. How could you let them go alone? To protect them from you!
Wow, you're a moron.
The guy at the other cave did call them purebloods, so... Yeah, you know... I know I'm a bad hero for thinking this, but I don't care if this guy lives or dies.
Yeah. Sounds like they don't want your help, and if they don't want it, you can't force them.
Nope.
Anyway, moving on. Chris, almost bedtime, baby.
You invade our homeland. Taint it with the same sorcerer used to slay our countrymen. A Garley would sooner die than suffer the insult. Better for them to flee, keep their purity intact, than be corrupted by your vile magics. We were waiting for a chance to free them, since the moment you arrived. This is getting us nowhere. I cannot say how listening to our sister will react when we find them. But find them we must. Go on without me, both of you. I first need to tend to my injuries. And theirs. I will join you in the search after. Alright. Be careful. Alfie seems pissed to me. I don't blame him. The little girl's life is at stake, so... We'll do our best to find them quickly. There's only one path out of here, so that's where we'll start. Good on Alfie being able to knock two of them out, though. I'm not even gonna read that. God. Screw you, dude. I will follow as soon as I can. After I've given them some basic treatment, I'll take them inside the house and use a light sleeping enchantment to help them rest. And ensure they don't cause any more trouble. I'm sorry, but this is something I must do. No, that's fine, bro. You're a better person than I am. When fictional people are better people than better humanitarians than actual humans. Here's some footprints. 2 sets of footprints. 2 sets of fresh footprints. Women judging by the size. This is definitely them. Come on. Alright. Hop on. Okay, so... Oh, there's a person over there. No, it's Elise again, alright. The footprints seem to be going in that direction. The trail stops at the frozen lake. Perhaps they chose this route as to not leave footprints. I can't think of any other reason. Look at this place. It's crawling with beasts. And I can only imagine how hard it must be for her ancestor to cross the ice. We really could do with Alphanot's help, but we cannot afford to wait for him. Let's split up and look for clues. Yeah, okay, stop here. Somewhere in this area. I'm gonna guess somewhere under the pipes. Yep. Fresh blood. Oh, that's not good. That. Oh no. That's bad. The blood staining the snow appears to be fresh. Judging by the amount, the victim may have been severely wounded. The trail of blood leads southeastwards. Southeastwards, huh? Some zoblins, huh? I don't feel like fighting you guys right now.
Child?
Christopher Kim, if you do not stop, you don't get to watch stream next week at all.
Please don't break my leg. No, we can't have clothes.
Well, this is bad. God, son of a... I do have a heal. I am a paladin. The 2 bodies are already cold. God damn it. And the radio. Oh, great. Oh, damn.
私たちは化け物よりもすまない。君を怖がらせた。
He said something about scaring them.
手を貸してくれるだろうか。彼女たちを隠れ家へ連れて帰りたいんだ。
私たちが取り払ってもいいの？
わからない。でもここは風が冷たすぎるよ。
Damn. When did Endwalker come out again?
.この装置については私も聞いたよ。バリステの声がここから聞こえることがあるとか。
So 2 years now. After, yeah.
White outside out.
あり得るはずがない。けれど事実、生贄たちはこれを持ち出そうとしていた。何かは考えがあったのだと思う。だから少しの間だけこれを貸してほしい。私たちが君たちにとって何であるのか決して忘れない。忘れないからこそ探し続けていきたいんだ。君たちの大事な同胞や友達がこれから先雪原のただ中で凍えずに済む方法を。
The line about we came in as invaders is different in Japanese. He talks about. I have to listen to it again honestly, but he talks about how, you know, he'll never forget. He never wants to forget something. I missed some of it. Sorry, I'm a little bit distracted right now. Will do, man. Have a good night. Talk to you later, Doc. I'm gonna pause a second because this sequence reminds me. There's an old American sitcom, situation comedy called The Jeffersons. Came out late 70s, early 80s in America, and was about an African-American couple doing well for themselves. And, you know, it was a situation comedy. It was funny, lots of various goofy things happening to them, but they had an episode about racism and bigotry. And it's framed in part with some other people who just moved to the building, and they live in a very expensive high-rise apartment building. And the son, who's like a teenager, is very openly racist. Like, you know, saying things I can't repeat on stream and such. And it comes to a head at the midpoint where they're doing a CPR class. And Mrs. Jefferson doesn't actually know that he's a racist yet for some reason. And she just finished practicing on the dummy. And she's wiping off the mouth with the alcohol. And she's like, it's your turn, you know? And she's like, no, I don't want to. It's like, don't worry, it's okay. We just clean it off. And I don't have a cold anyways. And he's like, no, I refuse. And that's when they start getting the inkling that he's a racist. At the end of the episode, his father shows up, and you can see where he's been getting his ideas from. His father is very much worse than him, if you can imagine. But then he has a heart attack. And they're like, oh my god, what do you do? And George Jefferson, the lead character, just runs over and starts giving the guy CPR. Long enough for the paramedics to show up and, take over. And he survives. And he comes to, he's like, what happened? Mr. Jefferson gave you CPR, and his son, who's glad his dad is not dead, is like, answers, Mr. Jefferson saved your life. He gave you CPR. And the bigot looks over and sees Mr. Jefferson, who of course is African American, and points to the actor for doing this because, like, wow, he got a scowl on his face that will never leave my memory. And he spits the words, "You should have let me die," with the implication that I don't want to be touched by this impure being. And his son, of course, is shocked, and it's kind of what shocks him out. The idea is that his son probably is no longer going to be a racist because, what the hell? That episode I watched, God, years ago when I was a kid. And it's never left my brain, ever. And this whole sequence here with the dude saying, you're coming in, you're going to take over and everything else, is that same level of bigotry and hate that I grew up seeing on TV and in reality. And that, again, so I didn't think I'd see it in this game per se. I'm not surprised because they've been not afraid to tackle really important things. But man, and I'm lying. If I had the chance to save someone, I would still save them. I'm not enough of a monster, I think, to not do so. But damn, that really hit those lines just hit every switch. Yeah, no, it is the amazing power of propaganda and nationalistic zealotry. When I first started playing the game years ago, before I took a really, really long break, and we're running into the Guardians and how they're treating people, what they're saying, and I'm like, oh look, we're fighting Nazis, and my friends laugh no, we're not, and I'm like, yes we are. There are no symbols anywhere, but we're fighting Nazis. And most of them stopped playing the game because it was Heaven's Word hadn't come out yet, and they were bored. But the idea that we've been fighting Nazis this whole time has not really left me. So yeah, no, this is, dear God, the writers and the writers of the stories and quests for this game have done an amazing job. Wow, I need a moment. I'm sorry. Days like this, sometimes I miss being able to drink alcohol. Then again, I've never been drunk in my life either, so I'm not sure why I'm saying that. So I'll stick to Coca-Cola. Today's episode sponsored in part by Coca-Cola, keeping Richard awake while he plays the game.
You're funny.
Yeah, you and I have different meanings. Right, thanks. Like, your background and your family history means something else to you versus me, which is less historical, family based, and more my life growing up based. So, any case, okay, moving on. Hey, Alphanod. Oh, you have nothing to say. I'm not surprised, bro. There must have been something we could have done. But what? Should we never have come here? Would they still be alive if we hadn't? No, and that right there, that statement of, like, what can we do? What was it my friend's grandfather said? For every person in Germany we met who was happy to see us, there was at least one other person who wanted us dead still. Because while not everyone will believe the propaganda, enough did for that to happen. And that's what's going on here. I'm sure we'll find people who are like, oh, thank God, oh my goodness, this is horrible. Like, obviously the people in the cave, although they're not the German people, as it were, so I did not expect tonight to turn into a self-reflection about Nazis and nationalism and the effects they have on the people of the nation that... Oh, wow. Okay, alright, moving on. And I'm at what percentage here? I will probably hit 90 in a couple weeks. More gear. Alphanod's resolve may be shaken, but he's not forgotten his duty. We've already caused enough harm here. Let's return to the camp before we cause any more. As for those inside the house, we should send someone inside to take care of them. Someone who isn't us. All we can do for now is make our report to Lucia, and do everything in our power to prevent further tragedy. So let us linger here no more. Come. Yeah, this is definitely emotionally hard-hitting in a different way from Shadowbringers, but just the same, but definitely on an equal level of, at least for me, of it, because just, yeah. So I hope everyone's doing well today. I'm gonna grab this piece of the map real fast because I may as well. Give me some XP. Yay, alright. Oops. Went out of bounds. There we go. The joys of having two monitors. Screw it. I don't feel like running right now. It's only 70 gil. I can afford it. Yeah, it's spelled Lucia, but it's pronounced Luke in Japanese Lucia. Wait, what? What the? No, come without a transformer? Man, I want the transformer. Oh, they're inside that building. Alright, let's see what we got to see, folks, here. Oh, okay. Would you mind giving Lucia a full report? We mustn't forget to send some of our allies to Tapper's Den. We still owe them for the bottle of ceruleum. Yeah, it's true, we do. Forgive me for saying, but the three of you appear rather drained since your return. Is there aught I might do to be of assistance? Yeah, about that, bro. Is something the matter? The twins look out of sorts, and you two seem a bit off. Sweetie, I need a hug and a kiss. Be my girlfriend, please. No, I didn't think so. Treatment of the tempered is proceeding as well as it can be expected. If there's anything to report, you will be sure to know, though I gather you have a report of your own to deliver. Elise and Athena tell me they have finished their preliminary research for survivors, but refrain from saying much more than that. Clearly they were reluctant to provide details. Might I ask for your account? Yeah, about that, Rukia.
Puppy
一切承知した。各隊に共有し、生存者を発見した場合の対応についてより慎重を期してもらおう。
臣の宝章で眠っている方々については後ほど私が保護に向かいます。同じガレアン人として少しは気を許してくれるかもしれない。
頼みます。力宮たちのことについても伝えられそうだったらどうか包み隠さずに。
申し訳ない。ヒコーラに辛い思いをさせてしまったな。
Appreciate that. It's the unfortunate problems with war.
辛かったのは私たちじゃないわ。でもありがとう。大丈夫だから他のみんなの状況を教えてもらえる？
I'll be fine, so please, we'll be fine, so please tell us what else we learned.
だったら私から今しがたルキアたちにも報告したのだけれど、普段の民衆派のテンパード化を直すことができたわ。
A bunch of extremes, huh?
彼らから話を聞けたおかげで少しは見えてきたわよ。デートがこの惨状になった経緯がね。
Oh boy.
知っての通り、バリス帝が急逝した後、新皇帝に名乗りを上げたネルバとそれに反対する人々によって内戦が引き起こされたの。帝都を舞台としてネルワ派である第三軍団と反対派の主格である第一軍団が激戦を繰り広げたわ。
Oh boy.
だけど普通なら自分たちの都で戦ったりしない。それは森に住まう者が木々を汚すのと同じ。誰にとっても忌むべき行いだ。なのに戦の火の手が上がってしまったのはきっかけがあれば弾けてしまうほど敵意や怒りが蓄えられていたかららしい。ヒコはギムリドでの戦いを覚えているだろうか。あの時バリス帝は早々に戦場から退いた。
Okay.
皇太子ゼノスは死亡しており、異形が肉体を操っている。そんな噂が流布されたことで政敵であるティトゥスとその息子ネルワが非難を強めてきたからだ。
Oh yeah, that's right.
実際エリリブスがゼノスの体を操っていた頃よね。ああ、だがティトゥスたちによる糾弾は真実にたどり着くことなく早急に収束してしまった。運動の主角だった者たちが次々と消えていったからだ。左遷された者だけでなく不可解な急死を遂げた者までいたらしい。
Curious circumstances, huh?
おそらくエリディブスがうまく立ち回ったのでしょうね。 いずれの件もバリステが直接関与したという証拠はなかった。だとしても得しているのが誰かを考えれば、ティトゥスとネルは彼らの要する第三軍団がバリステによる粛清だと捉えたのは無理からぬ話よ。そうして彼らが怒りを募らせる中でバリステが暗殺された。実行犯として名が上がったのはガイウスたちよ。けれど直後にネルワが行為の後継者に名乗り出たことでバリステの直属だった第一軍団はティトゥス・ネルワ派が仕掛けたクーデターだと捉えたの。
互いに先に剣を振り上げてきたのは相手だと考えていたわけだね。
Right.
加えてどちらにもそのタイミングで多額の資金提供があった。双方今戦えば相手を潰せるという目論みだったでしょう。
第三軍団にブルテス家からお金が流れてるって話は前に聞いたと思うけれど、第一軍団にも
In order to have both sides fight?
そして民衆派が調べたところによれば、いくらかの組織を経由してはいた
That's weird. Why would they?
第一軍団に資金を流したのもブルテス家だったようです。
ダニエル、朝日になりすました彼に。
Yeah, okay, so yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
そうして戦闘が始まり、数日が過ぎた夜のこと。治療した民衆派の同志によれば、爆発のような衝撃を感じたと。
An explosion, huh?
そこで記憶が途切れ、マグナ・グラキエスで我々と戦ったことも全く覚えていないそうです。
An explosion, shaking as a shaking similar to an explosion, so tremor, yeah, I guess works too.
魔道場を改築したことについては、夢の中でバリステの命令を受けた気がすると言っています。
The radios.
ガレマールの意向を世界に示さん。バブイルの塔を築き上げる。
The Tower of Babel, right.
いないはずのバリスの声。それで
君たちにも見てもらいたいものがある。
Oh, sorry. The radio.
このラジオからバリステの声が録音されたものでないとしたら確かに不可解ですね。
あら、同意見のようね。
もらったゴフとその装置に使われている鉱石、すごく似たエーテルを帯びているように感じるんだ。
Oh, really?
私にもそう見えるわ。意図してはいないでしょうけれど、その装置でもある程度はエーテル放射を遮断できるのではないかしら。だとしたら、そうね。さっきの話にあった爆発のような衝撃を感じた夜にガレマルド一帯にエーテル放射があった。
And if that's the case...
多くの人は精神汚染を受けたけれど、ラジオのそばで戦況を聞こうとしていた人だけが助かった。なんて真相だったのかもしれないわ。
Interesting, so...
だからリキニアたちはこれを。
Leukemia. Okay.
お話中すみません。
What's
警
up,
備中
hon?
に私たちが運び込んだ物資を持ち出そうとしている帝国兵らしき方を見つけました。トンバードではないみたいです。 戦いになりかけたのですが、マグナイさんがどうにか止めてくれて、今は外で待機してもらっています。
Good girl. Good.
行ってみよう。
All right.
彼が
これを
Uh-oh.
端知らずの売国どめ。
ルキア・ユニウス、イシュガルドの神殿騎士だ。機構は
ユルスピル・ノルバヌス。それ以上侵略者にくれてやる情報はない。
Right.
ではユルス殿、我々がここにいる目的は侵略ではないことをまずご理解いただきたい。エオルゼアおよび東方諸国はテロフォロイと名乗る者たちが招いた混乱と戦っている。ガレマルドの民も同じだろう。故に苦境に抗う同胞として機構らを支援しに来た。そのために結成された有志の派遣団なのだ。
You lie.
分かった。私たちを受け入れられないならそれでいい。ただ一つ確認させてくれ。
Just confirm one thing for me.
ちゃんと生きていく当てはあるのか。友国の軍人である機構が盗みを選んだほどだ。相当に逼迫した事態だとお見受けする。
You know, I've been wondering. The little sphere in the forehead. Is that something that's placed, or are they born with that? Like, do we ever see kids with those?
必要なものがあれば伝えてほしい。押し付けられたとでも奪ってやったとでも思ってもらって構わない。
お前たちとの関わり方を決めるのは俺じゃない。俺の上官だ。だから上官と直接話をしてもらう。代表者を出せ。多くても3人までだ。
Really?
どうしたものかしらね。乗るって言うなら私たちで。
Yes. Me and my girlfriend and
よければ私とアリゼンに行かせてくれないだろうか。
あなたたち。
oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that line. Yeah.
ガレマルドの人々にとっては命と未来をかけた選択なんだ。私たちもちゃんと同じものをかけよう。
I forgot that their ponchos, their coats are matching.
今度は来ていいって言ってくれてるわけでしょ。願ったり叶ったりだわ。
What would your mother say if I let you go by yourselves?
機構がそういうのであれば異論を唱えるのはやめよう。くれぐれもよろしく頼む。
子供2人に傭兵風情侮られたものだ。
Dude, screw you.
そちらこそ侮らないでいただきたい。彼らは十分すぎるほど我々を代表するに足る者たちだ。
Hi, I'm the girl who kicked your boss's ass over and over and over again.
俺たちの拠点まではしばらく歩く。武器は返してもらうぞ。
めんどくさ。
Alright. The lowly task of keeping watch over provisions would not normally befit the sun. But these being unusual circumstances, I will let no man take that which is not by rights theirs. Thank you, Magnai. Perhaps it is unwise to volunteer for a mission so soon after the previous disaster. Nevertheless, I shall not squander this opportunity. I know, this won't bring back Likinia or her sister. Taking the same risks, making the same mistakes. It's possible, but better to try than to give up. Every time. We captured the boy as he was about to make off with our food. He must be very hungry to take such risks. Maybe we should give him something to eat. Reward him for his boldness. That's very plain way of thinking for Serena. Julius Peter Norbanus. It is unusual for so young to achieve such a high rank. Very unusual. His uniform identifies him as a member of the 1st Legion, which has a particularly fierce reputation. Whoever superior may be, I advise you to approach him with caution. They are resilient in the face of hardship. You as well. But good intentions and stubborn determination alone will not be enough to bring our mission to a successful conclusion. Be on your guard. I worry that we're not in the best state of mind to volunteer for this undertaking. But what's done is done. I know you'll take good care of them. And yourself as well, I trust. Said your farewells, have you? Yeah. You will be received as invited guests, and so I urge you to observe proper social etiquette and conduct yourselves accordingly. Your safe return takes precedence above all else. Remember this. Fangcred in particular will be worried sick if you're gone too long. May the Fury watch over and keep you. Alright. Are you and the children ready? I'll explain the route once we are outside your camp. If anyone attempts to follow us, we will judge it an act of hostility. We will not hesitate to take appropriate measures. I would expect nothing less. You have our full cooperation. Alright. Your inventory is not full. Cute. Where do you think their headquarters are? I assume there are a few others beside him in this commander you mentioned. We will do only as instructed. After all, this is what we've been striving for ever since we arrived. Alright, this is far enough. Listen carefully. We head over that hill, then follow the road until we reach liminal station 4. Children in the lead. I want you where I can see you. We do have names, you know. I'm Elise, and he's Alphanod. And last but not least, there's Celessa. Celessa? Where have I heard that before? No matter. Alphanod and Elise will watch the road ahead, while we bring up the rear. I wasn't lying about there being many dangers, so you're to run. Not saunter, run, towards the station. If you even think about going for your weapon, the deal's off. Should any creatures bar the way, we go around them. Yeah. Oops. Alright, let's go. Thank goodness the NPCs do not aggro on bosses. Do not aggro on bosses. If we follow this, it should lead to the station. Not the easiest service to run on. Oh, neat. I didn't realize he was quite tracking me like that. We better not draw attention. That's the station, I presume. La la la, running. Following the twins, running. Alright, so here we are, Station 4, now what? It's nothing like the ones at Battleland. We're here, I think. This is it. The first stop, that is. Good. It looks like your French knew better than to follow us. Are these your headquarters? No. We're stopping here so I can check for pursuers. Since it appears you've kept to your side of the bargain, we can carry on. Morning, Cryptomancer. North of the station is Regio Domorum, one of the main residential areas. Or at least it was. The afflicted run the streets in packs. They'll tear us to shreds if we give them the chance. Keep close. No wandering off. Understood? Yes. Guard halt. Alright, Julius. From here, we'll be heading northeast, keeping to the left of the railway. While the route itself is straightforward, getting past the hordes unseen is anything but. Keep your weapons at the ready. They would attack their own countrymen? Aye. They spare their own but slaughter the rest without hesitation. They will try to avoid detection. The chances of sneaking by completely unnoticed are slim at best. I will lead the way, but in the event we are seen, you're to fight them off. Those two will follow us, providing they refrain from drawing their weapons. While I doubt they'll be foolish enough to stab at their guide in the back, I will not take that chance. With that said, let us proceed. Alright. Already a fight, okay. Glory to Garlemald. Death to her enemies. I see where your comrades chose you. Julius, our contingent has a cure for the afflicted, or tempered, as we call them. Your people would need to be taken into custody so that we may administer into the treatment, but they would eventually regain their sanity. Is that so? For all I know, your treatment would certainly force him to forsake Owen Master for another. God. Wow, just these... propaganda is a hell of a thing. So is blind patriotism. As far as I and my legion are concerned, they are no longer our people. They're beyond saving. Those who thought differently and tried to reason with them were butchered for their bleeding hearts. Come, we have to keep moving. God. Fascist. Yay, fascism no matter what. I really should unlock those jobs at some point. Really, another fight so fast? Okay. Looks like we're not being followed. We will continue onward. God, I hate this jerk already. It's been scant minutes and I already find him is just insufferable. He truly believes there's nothing that can be done for them. No wonder he isn't afraid to get his hands dirty. The surest way to limit casualties is to reach our destination without drawing attention to ourselves. Perhaps afterwards we can try again to convince Julius that the tempered can be saved. I meant what I said. These people deserve only death. I stayed my hand before only out of desire to remain undiscovered, and that is still the higher priority. We should continue to avoid any unnecessary confrontations. Keep following the railway. This is true. No one will ever be as insufferable as Asahi is. Well, you're cute. I'm sure you'll attack me. God, that tower. Yeesh. Those are... What the hell are those? Wow. What the hell happened to these dudes? Dude, what the hell? They got shit growing out of them. Look at what they've become. Would you still stand there and claim that they can be cured? Those exposed to a vast quantity of primal's ether may suffer corruption. Severe corruption. Even with treatment, such victims are beyond salvation. Then you admit it. Now that you've seen these monstrosities for yourself, perhaps you'll think twice before speaking of a cure. Dude, screw you. We've saved some people. God, just friggin' want to slap him upside his insufferable face. And this is where we're going to find the underground entrance to the crystal that's over inside underneath the ground or something, I guess. Though I wish there was another way. I thank you for keeping us from harm. Even here in the outskirts, it's plain to see how vastly different Garlemald is compared to other cities. We're almost there. You've kept your side of the agreement, so I'll keep mine. This way. I am 100% waiting for them to... for some kind of ambush or some bullshit coming up, so... This is Tertium, one of Garlemald's largest stations. It now serves as our headquarters. I've already sent the twins ahead. I'll be with you soon, so wait for me at the bottom of the stairs. She clearly has no intention of speaking with you. Okay. I had no idea they had such expensive structures built underground. It's plain to see why they chose this as their base of operations. They could have done a lot worse. Even so, I imagine that's not the easiest place to live. Indeed. Now, if Julius is willing to make the perilous journey to Camp Broken Glass in search of food, their own supplies must be all but exhausted. They may have sheltered from the wind and snow, but it's still bitterly cold. Much like Victor's spoils, it must be a constant struggle to keep their people warm. Lower your voices. While you may be here as my guests, the others will not take kindly to your presence. My commander is in locomotive over there. Why do I have the feeling some of you already know? Why do I have a bad feeling about this? You always have a bad feeling about this, Frost. Where's Daddy? Did he? Oh. The Aetheryte is not responding. Holy shit. Alright. That's interesting. Now comes the true test. He certainly looks the part. I will deal with you in a moment.
事情は理解した。ならば話をさせてもらうとしよう。
こちらがこの拠点を統管しているお方。我ら第一軍団が軍団長クイントゥス・バン・キンナ様だ。
Look at this with the First Legion, huh? I think we fought him before.
ご無事でいらっしゃったのですか？
主を失い、都を失い、兵の大半を失った。この身ももはや一騎当選の働きを向上することはできぬ。無事とはほど遠いわ。もっともそちらにとっては好都合であろうがな。
No, we need you to build a fight, actually.
ご気分を害してしまったのならお詫び申し上げます。ですが私たちに敵意はありません。
Yeah, we have no. Yeah.
若いな。敵意などなくとも利害が生じる限り人は殺し合えよう。
Jeez.
我らガレオンは豊かに実る故郷を追われた。この極北においてもなお多民族の侵攻に耐えねばならなかった。
Say what?
魔導兵器は革新的なものであったが、あれもまた主勢にとどまっていれば奪われていたことだろう。
Y'all are the ones trying to conquer the rest of us. F you.
故にソルテもバリステもハントの拡大を掲げ、より強い帝国を目指したのだ。
おっしゃることはごもっともです。それでも私は人を動かすのは利害のみではないと若輩ながらに見てまいりました。今回の件にしてもテロポロイの脅威を前に力を合わせたいという打算がないわけではありませんが、何よりもあなた方が必要としているのならば協力したいと思った。それでこちらへ伺ったのです。
お前の言葉を疑いはせぬ。だが前線の兵がどれだけ義勇に駆られようが国家は
Oh, for God's sakes.
動かない。
Yes, we stand to benefit from not being attacked all the time by the freaking Teletoroid.
守れぬからだ。仮に派遣団からの支援を受ければ完全の脅威が去った後に必ず対価を要求されるだろう。
Yes, we look to be rewarded by y'all not attacking us anymore.
誰もある帝国は英語諸外国に頭を押さえつけられ、額の第三の目は飼い犬の象徴とのそしれ。
Yeah, no.
そんなことをしようとしたら私は止める。他にも異を唱える人はいるはずよ。良い世界を望む心も決して絶やせないものだから。って言えるのは私が実際にそういう人たちと出会ってきたからなんでしょうね。あなたにはざれ言にしか聞こえないかもしれないわ。だから信じてとは言わない。まずはあなたが望むかどうかだけ聞かせてください。
Like, seriously, just don't. Right now, you are the least of our worries.
不幸を誰かに押し付けるのではなく、皆で乗り越えようとする世界を模索していけないでしょうか。ガレアンの人々と我々でそんな未来への一歩を踏み出せはしないでしょうか。
Right, yeah. What are we if we're not superior to everyone else?
では逆にと若き異国の民よ、調和を望むのであればなぜ
Oh, for God's
誰もあるによ
fucking
る
sakes.
世界統治を受け入れなかった。
Can I just put my sword through his throat right now? Oh God, people like this. was it my friend's dad said? Better the poverty of freedom than the prosperity of the boot on your throat. I have to remember that. That's horrible, Cryptomancer, but yeah. Oh, for God's sake, it's not a thing of religion, you dumb bastard! Oh my fucking god. Oh my, I've sworn more in this stream than I think I have in multiple streams combined. We don't want to be... Oh my god! Sweet mother of pearl, what the... Oh my god. Holy crap. Oh my god. Wow. This is the man who would watch his house burn down if it meant that his neighbor didn't get anything from it. Yeah, I remember that during the conversation when we back in that was what I think in Stormblood. Oh my god! If every single Guardian is like this, there is no saving them then. And of course they're gonna try to take us prisoner because of course they are. Yep. No harm will come to us if we cooperate? Mother effer, do you know who I am here? Do you actually know who I am? You do not scare me. Oh, come on, kids. For God's sakes, come on.
抵抗はしません。しかし、滞在する間、ここにいる人々と話をさせていただきたい。
よかろう。どのみちこの寒さでは閉じ込めたが最後、翌朝には通したいが、それでは何の価値もない。この者たちに首輪を。
これは
お前たちには監視をつける。我々の意に沿わぬ行動をとった場合、
Shock colors.
相応の苦痛を味わうことになるだろう。
Begin to hate this guy even more.
待て、それには近寄るな。九段のエオルゼアの英雄だ。
Yeah, back off, motherfucker.
お前たちではそれ自身は封じられない。妙な動きをするようであれば、双子の装置を作動させろ。
I like that. Would be no more than an itch. Yep, pretty much. So screw. Damn it. I'm sorry, kids.
私たちなら大丈夫だ。
こんなの忘れちゃうくらい、みんなと楽しく話しましょう。
なお言うか。何がお前たちをそこまで駆り立てる。
Survival and peace, you dumbass.
名だたる軍団を壊滅せしめた悪鬼でさえかような夢見事を吐くか。
A merciless barbarian?
連れて行け。お前が監視役だ。
The look on his face of like, I have to what? Her? Are you kidding? She can kill me with a thought. And yes, I can kill you with a thought, so.
Also going with their big fuck sword.
Yeah. They did a smart thing. They didn't put a shot collar on my character because it wouldn't bother her. They put them on the twins. This is true. This is very true. There's a point down here, seriously? Alright, fine. Fine, be that way. Tertium is the third station along the rail network which serves the imperial capital of Garlemald. Equipped to the dispatch yard with generators and other facilities, it was taken over and fortified by the remnants of the First Legion following the city's fall into ruination. It will take more than a trifle such as this to deter us. Compared to what Garlemald's people have suffered in recent days, these collars are a minor inconvenience. I have to remind myself not to touch it, even if it starts to itch. I'd rather not set it off by accident. Anyway, enough about that. Let's learn what we can from the refugees. Persona non grata, huh? As per Lord Quintus's instructions, I am to supervise you during your time here in Tertium. Before you ask, no, I don't have a key or any other means to remove your collars. Nor would I tell you if I did. And if you try anything, you'll soon wish you hadn't. So, do you truly intend to speak with the others, or is that merely a ruse? We're in no hurry to disobey Lord Quintus, if that's what you mean. Or perhaps you doubt the wisdom of his decision? Do as you will, but remember, I'll be watching. If I catch wind of you doing anything untoward, trying to trick our people into turning their coats into the leg, those shot collars will be the least of your worries. Understood? Though we're somewhat compromised, to put it lightly, let's not waste this opportunity. I suggest splitting up and learning what we can of their situation. And above all else, don't use magics of any sort. You, on the other hand, may go wheresoever you wish, even outside the camp. I know full well I couldn't stop you if I tried. But do not forget, if you do anything to endanger us or our interests, Alpha and Alize will pay the price. Okay, darn. Alright. Queso. You came with Julius, didn't you? Well, whatever business brought you here, you'd best keep your hands out of that aetherite. It's deactivated, but I'd rather you not mess about with it. There are others throughout the city, built by Garleans. 4 Garleans. Can teleport all over in the blink of an eye, provided there's a terminal nearby. These days, however, we use the aetherite's power to keep this place lit, though that comes at the cost of its normal function. Ah. Okay. I like there's still a mender here, just in case. So cold. This young soldier's on the verge of losing consciousness. You selling water? I need to refill my water. Oh, I guess not. I know who you are. The so-called champion of Orzia. Come to gloat, have you? I'll wipe that smirk off your face. By the blood of our fallen compatriots, I swear I'll... Damn. Toilet searchers. Of all the times, the worst of the lot within striking distance, and I can't even muster the strength. If it weren't for the third bleeding us, we'd be the end of you. Virgilla's treachery nearly cost Lord Quintus his life, but we made our escape. Took shelter in a mansion, tended to the wounded as we prepared to strike back, and then night fell and we were gathered around the radio. Then the roar, the terrible roar. The capital was in chaos, but we were spared. If you can call this a mercy. Mind intact, but body broken. A soldier in name alone. I'd cut you down where you stand if I could. Murderer. Well, yes, I have killed a whole lot of Garleans. But you know what? They tried to kill me. I was defending myself. This radio is the same model as the one used at Victor's spoils. Perhaps it is what saved the soldiers here from being tempered. Get out of my ear, will you? I'm exhausted, and the last thing I need is you and your drivel. I know who you are. Celesta Storm Shield, champion of Orzia, yes? Our orders to give you the run of the encampment, but I have my eye on you. So, what business do you have with me? I am Decimus, Centurion of the First Legion. It is my sworn duty to defend Garlemald from barbarians such as you, and your very presence here is an affront to my honor. Yeah, screw you too. Barbarians. Okay. No matter what may betide, I have my daughter, and that alone shall keep me from succumbing to even the darkest of nights. I've never been this cold or this hungry in all my life. While Garlemald was built on a frozen waste, the city itself was always a warm, inviting place. Now, all we once had is in ruins. I can't feel my fingers. So cold. I probably haven't had a proper meal in days. If only we brought some food with us. Perhaps I could use a little magic to... No, I mustn't. Gods, this is so frustrating. How much longer are we going to be stuck down here? This is no way to live. Is there aught we may do to ease your woes? Alright, I'm missing one person. Not you. Ah, there they are. Octavia. Why does that name seem familiar? We'll talk to this other dude first real fast. Docenus. Certain other necessary materials are in short supply. I'm not sure how long we can last on the stores we have. It's you! So is the Storm Shield! I served under Lord Gaius in the 14th Legion. I was there on the night the Praetorium fell. You and your adventurers. You killed them. My comrades, my friends. Took them aside in their dozens, as if they were nothing to you. And maybe I am too. Just another faceless enemy to be cut down. But it won't be long until our countrymen return. Until you get what you deserve. Mark my words. Right. This is definitely depressing me in a different way than Shadowbringers did. I mean, Shadowbringers made me sad. This is just depressing. Did you learn anything of note? Yeah, everyone here hates me. Then your findings are consistent with my own. Their plight is desperate indeed. The sick and injured are at greatest risk. Without warmth and proper nutrition, I fear they will soon perish. I realize there's precious little we can do for them at present, but I cannot bear to see them suffer. Please, will you help me to tend to them? Alright. We're gonna go help people against their will. That's great. La la la. La la la. Yeah, you had the cold fingers, so... Who's there? My eyes, I can't see all that well. Thank you. The numbness has subsided a little. But I know. I won't last much longer. You should look to the others who can still fight. Give them my ration. If me going hungry means someone else will live to see another day, so be it. At least I can still serve in that way. Yeah. At one point someone says it's been days, and others it feels like it's been weeks or months, so I don't know. So those you met fare no better? I was afraid you'd say that. I know we were warned against meddling in their affairs, but we can't leave them like this. Perhaps we might gain permission to have the contingent deliver supplies? Quintus may have made his feelings on the matter quite clear, but even he must recognize that they are not in a position to refuse help. Maybe Jules could help persuade him. Though we need to persuade Jules first. Right. Okay, well, let's see how this goes. Well, seen enough? Julius, the people here have barely enough food and fuel to survive. Have you and the other soldiers been able to procure any more supplies? We've been scavenging provisions for the nearby houses, as most families kept some stored away in the event they were snowed in. Still, going out and getting it is dangerous work, and we've a lot of mouths to feed. Fuel is the greater concern, though. We had some cerealium set aside, until it was stolen. We haven't identified the culprit. Could have been other refugees, or one of the afflicted for all we know. Either way, we're down to the last dregs. Without the heating they need, those in poor health are only going to get worse instead of better. If it's cerealium you need, our contingent has secured us ready supply. We can have some sent over. We will not accept your charity. If we can hold on a little longer, the situation is sure to change. Everything will change. Ah, the delusion of ultranationalism. Heard something of it, have you? Well, from what I've seen, there's little you can do to interfere, so there's no harm in telling you. One of our scouts spotted a hooded man issuing instructions to the afflicted, or in the bastard's words, loyal servants of the Telephoroi. Then he made his way inside the Imperial Palace, or what stands in its place. We'd identified the seat of the enemy's power, we realized. Lord Quintus dispatched a messenger to the 10th Legion saying as much, and instructing them to join forces with the provincial legions, to prepare for a combined assault on the Telephoroi. Once our allies arrive, your contingent will be sent running for the hills. Then, we shall reclaim the capital by our own hand. And how do you intend to survive in the meantime? At this rate, many of your countrymen will perish long before the reinforcements reach Garlemald. They need help now. Say the word, and we'll bring you Ceruleum. I will speak with Lord Quintus. Right. All that in a year. Dang. So, did he agree to it? No. He will not place Garlemald in the den of our enemies. I have, however, been ordered to search for Ceruleum outside. As you are under my watch, you will come with me. Very well. After all, many hands make light work. You lot are a lot more trouble than you're worth. Once we are outside, you will follow my instructions to the letter. We depart shortly. I have to wonder if this is what the Allies felt like hitting Germany with some people. Without our healing magics, there's little we can do for these people beyond offer words of encouragement. But this way we'll be able to offer them tangible assistance. Although this is hardly the situation we had in mind, it will have to suffice for the time being. Julius finds himself in the somewhat bizarre position of leading ambassadors of an enemy contingent on a salvage mission. We will begin our search for Ceruleum in Regio Urbanissima. The first location is Forum Solis, a park to the northwest of this station. You'd remain close at all times and act only as ordered. Follow me. This is the kind of nation ultra-nationalists want. Yeah, no, I mean, the thing is, this is effectively us running to only the ultra-nationalists who couldn't or wouldn't fight. You know. I don't know if you were here when I mentioned my friend's grandfather had fought in the war, and had told me in a story once about how for every person that they ran into was glad to have the Allies there to save them, bring food, whatever. There was at least another person who felt the exact opposite and would throw stones and other crap. This is the place. To think this macabre graveyard for War Machina was once a park. And it's raining on top of everything else. So this is the park. I'm surprised they found space for one amongst all these buildings. Actually, the recreational areas came first. Their houses were built later around them. A healthy society requires communal places for children to play and adults to socialize. This park was named after the founding father of the empire, the great Solus Zos Galvus. Did we come to extract Ceruleum from the wrecked Magitek armor? No, we've already drained it dry. Same goes for the rest of the machina in the vicinity. But as our ceruleum has been stolen, we must scour the city for every last drop. And while I don't expect to find anything here, I've decided to try one more time in case something has been overlooked. I see. Then with your permission, we will commence the search. Soulless. Yeah, well... Shop counter. They're rather small by Grolian standards. The structure is reminiscent of a merchant stall. Perhaps it was built for children to play at shopkeeper. There's nothing inside resembling Magitech or any other devices that would be fueled by ceruleum. Alright, that's one. Let's go up this ramp here and see what we can find. Nothing sparkly. Ah, but there's one over there. Map of Forum Solis. Soleus. Several points of interest are marked on the map of Forum Soleus. The pond, children's play areas. To your knowledge, however, none would require the use of ceruleum. There's the third point there. War Machina wreckage. A cursory inspection of the wrecked Magitech armor confirms that the fuel cache has long been drained of ceruleum, as Julius said. What do you got here, buddy? I don't imagine there would be much need for Magitech in a park, of all places. But then again, I wasn't raised in Garlemald. They may have uses of ceruleum that I've yet to consider. Pond, huh? That is actually not a pond. I guess it's frozen, maybe. Julius ignores you as he stares at the water in silence, as if searching for something he knows is gone and will never return. Sorry, bro. This, whatever it is, appears to have some sort of symbolic meaning relating to the park. Even though the place is named after Solus, it doesn't seem to be a statue of him. Well, at least not anymore. Maybe it was once a fountain? Or something where the man himself used to sit? Not that it would matter even if we knew, but I can't help wondering. Good question. His park... Oh, good grief, really? His park materials, huh? Oh, look. Forum Soleus. It was in this square that Emperor Soleus inspected his troops before embarking upon his second campaign to the Far East. The Imperial legions were ultimately successful in their subjugation of the Kingdom of Damascus. Officials celebrated the grand victory by transforming the parade ground into a commemorative public park. Right. Down the slide we go. The contraption is built in the style of Imperial War Machina, armed with a battery of weapons and capable of transforming into different configurations. But on closer inspection, it appears to be no more than children's slide. Alright, so no go here. Oh, it's you. Any luck? There's no sign of any cerulean. Hardly surprising, but disappointing nonetheless. I couldn't help you notice you gazing at the pond. Is something the matter? What? Yes. I mean, no, It's just... I used to bring my brother and sister here to play. The pond was heated to stop it from freezing over, so like all the other children, they just had to wade in and splash about. Would have stayed there if I didn't drag them out. We'd be sopping wet when it was all said and done. Every time. And every time when we get home, Mother would scold us, saying we'd catch our death walking around like that. The pond was heated. With a cerulean powered heater by chance? I suppose it must have been. Come to think of it, I remember seeing engineers changing out a tank beneath the hatch. But that was a long time ago, when the water still flowed clear and wasn't this brackish muck. We can't see a thing, and I can't remember where the hatch may be. With the machinery most likely broken, the amount of filth in there is probably the only reason it hasn't frozen over. I'd wager it's still unbearably cold, though. Julius, what are your thoughts on magic? The average Guardian would jump out of their skin if they saw it, but the first has seen has a few foreign signifery and medici, so it doesn't scare me. Then I take it you won't mind if I employ a little now. Alphanod, as you have a knack for finding dry wood, why don't you bring me some? Once that's done, I'll blast over a fire sheet to the trick. Leave it to me. You're not planning to go in there, are you? Of course I am. That tank isn't going to fetch itself. It's nothing so involved as extracting unprocessed ceruleum from a frozen lake, like how the tappers do it. We're talking about a shallow pond in a park. And we have a way of warming ourselves up after. But that's insane. So, fancy a dip? Alfie has indeed been training his firewood fetching skills. Step aside while I drink the pond dry. We will find it in no time. That may be the stupidest thing I've heard in a while, and that's saying something considering who my brother is. I can't fault your enthusiasm, though. Let's do it my way first, and if that doesn't work, perhaps then you can try your method. With Alphanod's help. With Alphanod's help. You dove into the murky water, but come out empty-handed. To add injury to insult, the icy wind of your damp clothing chills you to the bone. Oh no, I'm taking damage. What will I ever do with my 57,000 hit points? Beneath the water, your fingers catch what you think might be a handle. Oh, that was fast. I figured it'd be the fifth one, no matter what, but... You open the hatch and retrieve a ceruleum tank. Why is she doing that? She just does that once in a while. However, your grand discovery comes at a great personal cost, as you become acutely aware of the freezing cold and the rancid odor emanating from every ilm of your body. Jules will doubtless feel compelled to pinch his nose shut when you deliver him your prize. Yeah, well, he can suck it up. You found it? There must be another one out here somewhere. Did you find anything? I hope you did. Uncovering hidden treasure is an adventurer's bread and butter. The one is not normally required to go elbow deep in ice-cold, stagnant pond water to retrieve it. Nevertheless, many would choose that over mowing down hordes of starving, slavering beasts or solving annoying puzzles. That's it! And there's still some ceruleum left! The fire's still not ready. Hold on, I'll give Alphanon a hand. Call me an old Don because by fire I am reborn. And my clothes are mostly dry now, too. I appreciate you recovering the ceruleum, but I wish you'd taken the time to discuss a plan with me beforehand. Despite the way you've been treated, in Lord Quintus's eyes, you're still envoys deserving your protection. If you were to die on my watch, he'd be most displeased. Your conceit is duly noted, but all's well that ends well. Julius, you mentioned coming here with your younger siblings. Did you grow up in Garlemald? I did. Not far from here. My father was a college researcher in his youth, and for his contributions to the Empire awarded an estate. We lived well. Better than many. What was Garlemald like in those days? Everything. It was everything you can imagine, and so much more. Even during the coldest winters, we always found warmth and comfort at home. Coming in from the snow, taking off your coat and sitting down for a hot meal. With family. Visiting friends and relatives, receiving that same welcome. Knowing that they had everything they needed. Walking down the street, seeing the lights in all the houses. Hearing the faint sounds of laughter and song. Of happiness. And although the summers came and went all too quickly, in that brief respite, the ice would melt and the forgotten grass would make its triumphant return. Gray clouds gave way to blue skies. Some mornings, we'd climb to the top of the tallest building we could find to watch the sunrise. Never again. Those rooftops are rubble. Those friends dead, and those memories. But if I could reclaim even a fraction of what we once had, soon our chance will come. We just need to hold on a little longer. Thank you for watching Dark Star. I'll talk to you later, my friend. Owing to the wealth of experience I've accrued in gathering firewood, I was able to provide Julius with some basic pointers on the subject. I thought it might help to further build a rapport, and to distract him from his other concerns. Well, at least my clothes are finally dry, though they could still do with a proper wash. Yeah, well. Now that the fire is burned out, Julius is ready to move on. Oh, there's swing sets over there. Huh. Alright, now that you've recovered from your escapades in the pond, there's another location like to search, just outside the park. I know they're not going to move, but that'd be neat if they did. Look, Mom, on a swing. Alright, where are we going? We're going that way. Reggio Urbanissima. The War Machina appears to be patrolling the area of its own volition. I wonder whether it's simply following its original orders, or if it now serves as a telephoroi. Everything was built on an enormous scale, and with thick, cleanly cut stone, much like Amarant. Given what we now know, such similarities are no coincidence. As you can see, this place is littered with the remnants of various types of War Machina. While my comrades and I have already recovered the tanks from the less damaged units, those that took a more severe beating are harder to scavenge. We decided to save those for another time, that time being now. Rather than prize them apart piece by piece, it would be quicker to remove the outer casing using compact explosives. With luck, we'll gain access to the tanks without rupturing them. Though the force generated by these devices is relatively weak, I would advise you stand well clear to avoid being hit by any shrapnel. Before even bothering, though, you should check the Machina's ceruleum gauge to see if there's any left. It should still provide an accurate reading even when the unit itself is inactive. If the gauge is broken, I'll let you decide whether to use an explosive or not. Should you need more, come to me. Understood. Let's get to work. Oh, there's one right away. The fuel tank is empty. Nope. The ceruleum gauge from this unit appears to be broken, giving you no way to determine. Oh, I got 2. Alright. After successfully removing the War Machina's outer casing and retrieving the ceruleum tank, you find it to be completely empty. Blah. Blah, I say. Now let's try this one too. Also empty. Alright, well, crap. Let's get some more explosives. Alright. What if we just go after the ones that are actually, moving still? Nope, you're empty. Well, let's try this one then. You retrieve the War Machina's ceruleum tank to find it is still half full, or half empty depending on one's perspective. Either way, Jules will surely be pleased by your discovery. More explosives? Wait, is that what I think it is? Not only did this tank survive the attack that disabled the War Machina in which it was installed, it also escaped the blast of your explosives unscathed. If medals for outstanding service were awarded to inanimate objects, this champion among ceruleum tanks would truly deserve one. Nice. You've done it again. Truly luck is on your side. With this, we should be able to refuel quite a few of our heaters. This time we headed back. Wait here while I go and see how Elise and Alphanot are faring. Alright, well. Wow, I have a lot of shards I need to deal with. Okay. Why do I have a feeling they'll move here, right? I have to go rescue them. There they are.
やっと監視役が離れたか。 大丈夫か？
Ha 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 ha! Thank Cred! I know you're a gunbreaker now, but still, you're still a ninja. Ha ha ha!
おっと、姿は探さなくていい。そのまま知らぬ顔で聞いてくれ。お前たちが帝国レースのキャンプブロークングラスを出た後、ルキアから偵察隊に連絡があったら、
Yep, not
俺
surprised.
たちはすぐに追跡を開始。お前たちがテルティウム駅に入ったのを確認している。
Nice.
その後、出てきたアルフィノとアリゼに魔導仕掛けの装置が付けられていることも確認。おおよそ状況は察した。その上でいくつか聞かせてくれ。駅にいる連中は何者だ？何を目的にしている？
Tell me who's in the station. What's their purpose?
なるほど。第一軍団長と来たか。目的は第10軍団の連れてくる増援と合流し、旧魔道場バブイルの塔を自力で制圧することだな。もろもろ了解した。だとしたら打つ手がないでもない。
Alright.
今しがた派遣団の方にある報告が入ったら、それを交渉材料にできる可能性が高いだろう。ひとまずお前はお前自身とアルフィノたちの命を守ることを最優先にしてくれ。相手の要求は基本的に飲んでくれていい。頼んだぞ。それじゃまた後でだ。
Alright, bestie.
待たせたな。
Sorry to keep you waiting.
あちこち探してみたんだけど収穫なしよ。悔しいけどあなたが見つけた分でおしまいね。
さほど期待してたわけじゃないが、いよいよ厳しいか。ともかく今回の捜索はここまでだ。駅へ戻るぞ。ああ、よく戻ったな。聞いたぞ。清林水を探させてたんだってな。で、収穫はどうだった？
How'd it go?
少しはな。こいつらがよく働いてくれたから。やばい連中だって話だったけど、案外普通なんだな。
Getting really tired of the barbarian thing. Slash savage thing.
でもよかったよ。少しでも暖かくできそうで。正直、今晩を超えられるかどうかってやつもいるからな。
清林水が見つかったのか。
That voice sounds very familiar. I should look up his voice actor later.
クインテス様。
ならば魔導兵器の燃料に回しておけ。
Wait, what?
ですが、これは拠点を温めるために。
次の作戦が決まった。
Oh Lord.
しばしこの者らと話をする。だが至る所に我らの目があることを忘れるな。その場でおとなしく待機せよ。
Higashi Hiroya. That name does sound familiar. I'll try to find out what they've done, what he's done since. I know I've heard his voice somewhere before, though.
What わからない。魔導兵器にしても今使うつもりなのか、第10軍団と合流した後の備えなのか。
Poor civilians are going to be screwed, though.
どうしたら彼らを暖かい場所へと返せるのだろう。許すが語った冬の街並みや夏の草原のような場所に。
話は終わったの？
That's not a good look.
アルフィノとアリゼを人質として派遣団に物資の譲渡と撤退を促すことが決まった。
Aha, really?
取引が済むので2人には別の場所に移動してもらう。
Why the hell is this
派遣
happening?
団の物資にも限りがある。ひとときそれでしのげてもいつかは君たちが。
Don't do it.
アルフィノたちの命を守ることを最優先にしてくれ。相手の要求は基本的に飲んでくれていい。
Yeah, seriously, I mean, really, realistically, take off his hand, destroy the thing, grab the kids and run. Yeah, I will find you. I have a certain set of skills. However, it's pretty sure, definite that Yulis' heart is not in it anymore, so... So there's our first rebel. I hope. Don't worry, kids. No one's gonna hurt you. And if they do, I'm gonna end them. You better have something good to say, motherfucker. Alphanot and Alize will be fine, providing they do not resist. Alea iacta est. You will accompany me back to your camp, where I will meet with your leader and present Lord Quintus's demands. Before we depart, however, there's something I would ask of you. Assuming your contingent complies, if this complies, they surrender will need to be transported here. That task falls to Legionnaires Marcellus and Octavia, who will pilot magic tech armor to your headquarters. You are to inform them that we are leaving shortly. Tell them to ask the EE for further details in those words. Once you've seen that, meet me by the exit. Octavia was over there earlier. Yeah, there she is. What do you want with me? Ask the eel. So Lord Quintus has reached a decision. I knew he would understand. That he would recognize the savage as a ruthless, merciless creature, and to defeat him, we too must be uncompromising. I am ready. In the name of Emperor Varus, for the glory of Garlemald, I will fulfill my duty. Why do I have a bad feeling about this? You again. Ask the eel, he said. So, that's to be the way of it. After all this. Alright. How ironic that you should be the one to deliver the news. If those are my orders, then so be it. For the glory of Garlemald. Alright, something obviously is messed up then, because, like... either they're being told they're being sent on a suicide mission, or they're being told to surrender. I'm not sure which. You still not talking to us? There's only so much I can do until we're able to procure more medicine. We cannot safely move the injured, and what little provisions we do have are spent keeping both us and the survivors warm. Oh, well, she is talking to us now then. It's turning daylight now, too. Have you done as instructed? Their duties involve more than the transportation of supplies, don't they? Duty is really a simple thing. We have been given additional orders, though whether we will be required to follow them depends entirely on your contingent. You and I are in this together now. Like it or not, we have to cooperate. There is one other matter. A place I'd like to visit on the way to your camp. It's a short walk from here. Follow me. We're going to his house. This is... God help me, this is like... I'm gonna get a piece of map really fast and then I'll turn south to the house. God, it's almost more depressing in the light when you can see everything. The little car that's all wrecked and shit, just like... Alright. The fact that they have cars still kind of amuses me. Yeah. give me a moment, please. Please. Julius lingers by the ruins, reluctant to leave and reluctant to stay, unable to move on. I'm pretty awake right now, so I'm gonna finish this arc to the end, I think. I need to see what happens. I don't want to stop right now and wait until next week.
家だったんだ。うちの家族。テートが崩壊したあの夜、俺はクインテス様と同じ場所にいて助かったけど、うちにはあのラジオはなかったんだ。
8 hours presence.
朝になってどうにかここに駆けつけた。研究職の父も母も妹と弟もまだいて。
Oh no.
だけどもう言葉は届かなくなってた。話しかけたのも襲われて、それで俺は。
That's a horrible thing to have to do.
本当だったらその朝にみんなはテートを出るはずだったんだ。内戦が収まるまで安全な場所に避難してもらう約束だった。なのにガレマールの旗には民族の団結を示す鎖が描かれてる。シールの鎖は犠牲になった同胞たち、彼らも含めてガレマールって国なんだ。でもじゃあこの国がなくなったら、死んだ同胞たちが生きてたって証はどこに残る？
Jesus.
お前たちみたいに神に祈れたら答えを得られてたのか？悪い、話がそれた。寄り道はもう十分だ。アゲンダンと交渉しに行くぞ。
やっぱりダメね。こっちからじゃ開きそうもないわ。
もどかしいかもしれないが、彼女の言葉を信じて今はじっと待つとしよう。
Oh wow. Rare that they mention gender at all. So they must have had to record this twice based on your character. Kanojo versus Kade. Aww. Snuggling close to a Nichan for work. This is adorable.
寒い。
本当に痛いくらいだ。
クイーントスさんに聞かれたことを考えてたのよ。どうして帝国の統治を受け入れなかったんだろうって。
Because it wasn't offered, it was forced.
彼は自分たちと私たちが違うからかって言ってたけど、それを誰より恐れてたのはガレアンの人たちだったんじゃないかと思うの。リムリとの会談でバリステは全ての人を帝国民にすることで脅威と戦うって宣言したわ。違いをなくして無理やりにでも同じものにしないと手を組むことはできないって感じてたのかもしれない。強くて寂しい理想だった。彼の思考とする世界に帝国民になれない他者は存在し得なかったの。でね、お父様に感じた怒りもそういう拒絶に対する憤りだったんじゃないかって。争いを避けるのが正しいことだとしても、その方法が周りとのつながりを断つことだなんて全然納得できないわ。だって私たちバリステもお父様も見限った人たちからこんなに学んで励まされてきたのよ。そりゃ考えがバラバラでぶつかることもあったけど、それもひっくるめてかけがえのないものだった。否定なんてしたくないしさせたくない。
お父様も軍団長たちも多くの大人も私たちより多くを見聞きしてきているはずだろう。この世には問題が溢れているから効率よくそれらを裁けるようにだんだんと物事の形を整理してしまうんじゃないかな。風は風、雪は雪、光は光。本当は時々で違った顔を持っていることをきっと気にしなくなっていくんだと思う。人とはこういうものだと整理される。だから割り切ったり諦めたりしやすいのかもしれない。
そうなの？
昔の私がそうだったんだ。もちろんそれはたくさんのことを知ったからじゃなく、知った気になったからだったけれどね。今は世界を作る一つ一つのこと、その時々の顔に目を向けられるようになってきたと思う。そうしたらかつて掲げた世界の救済が前よりずっと複雑で難しいものになって。
Indeed.
でも前よりずっと成し遂げたいと思えるようになったんだ。
つまり物資を全て置いて領外へと撤退すること、それがキコーラの要求だな。
そうだ。撤退の時には飛空艇を一つ置いていけ。
And leave an airship.
お前たちが去ったことを確認したらアルフィノとアリゼの首輪を外してそれに乗せる。
Uh-huh. Why don't I believe you?
そっか。私もアルフィノも戦いたいのね。だからお父様の正論にも素直にうなずけなかったんだわ。
That's why you didn't agree with Father's logic.
もちろん理不尽な暴力とか誰かを虐げるための武力には賛成しないわよ。でも私たちは本当に大切なもののために命を懸けた人たちを、彼らの戦いを愚かだったなんて思ってない。そして自分も叶えたい未来のために戦いたがってる。これは必ずしも剣や魔法を振るうってことじゃなくて、そうね。
Not a matter of just swinging swords and slinging spells.
かけがえのないものを大切にして生きることだな。
He's referring to both of them, not just her, in this
そう
case.
だわ。アルフィノが世界を良くしたいって思いと共に生きるなら、武器を置いたり置いてもらえるように努力すると思う。けど今テロフォロイを追っているみたいに力を手に血を流しながら進むこともあるはずよ。どっちも間違いなくアルフィノの戦いだわ。
Pop my back again, sorry.
戦い抜けるだろうか、私に。
I wonder if I'll be able to, take it, deal with it all.
できないとか愚かだとか意味がないとかたくさん否定されるでしょうね。そういう言葉って強くて、誰かが出した答えに違うって言った人の方が真理に近く見えちゃうものよ。
I'm surprised there wasn't a please prepare yourself for a long cutscene warning before this.
なのに掲げたものを肯定し続けてきた兄のこと、私は強いなって思ってたわよ。
I've always thought that you were strong.
だから貫けばいいんじゃない？また変な方に連れ始めたら今度は私がぶん殴って目を覚まさせてあげるわ。
ありがとう、アリセ。
Estinian! Good.
偵察隊がアルフィノ殿とアリゼー殿を保護しました。首輪の解除にも無事成功したそうです。これに伴う死傷者はなし。見張りも全員眠らせただけで済みました。
聞いた通りだ。キコーラと我々はこれでまた対等にテーブルにつける。その上で改めて相談したいことがあるのだ。我々の元に届いたある情報についてクインツス殿も交えて話がしたい。
And this is where the two suicide bombers come in.
それは不可能だ。交渉が失敗した場合についてもすでに指示を受けている。
Yep.
教習
Yeah, that's not gonna stop us.
こちらからも行きます。
我らガヤマル帝国軍第一軍団、祖国の頂を守る者。皇帝陛下なき今もこの地はたっとき帝となれば、同胞戻り来るまで神滅しようとも蛮族を排せよ。
双方待て。
Yeah, fuck y'all.
話を聞けって言ってるんだ、バカ。
先ほどグランドカンパニーエオルゼアより緊急の連絡が入った。アラミノに第10軍団を中核とする一団が来訪、会談を希望してきたそうだ。いわく彼らは帝都解放を目指して共闘を呼びかけるのに、第4、第5、第8、第12軍団とは交渉を決裂。
Oh, oh.
大半の軍団は独自路線を突き進み、行進すらままならぬ中で、第10軍団自体が属州兵の大量離反を許し、事実上継戦能力を喪失。
Yeah, well, you know.
グランドカンパニーエオルゼアに保護を申し入れてきたという。
Yeah, Maxwell definitely does sound really serious in Japanese. I don't know what he sounds like in English, but
嘘だ。騙されるものか。
oh, for God's sakes, dude.
いや、事実なのだ、許すとも。第10軍団長から第1軍団長に宛てた伝言も預かっている。イルは立たずと。
聞こえてましたか、クインス様。俺たちはどうすれば。
If you say fight anyways to the last man, then F you, Quintus.
第10軍団の判断に従
Oh, good. You're not a complete dumbass.
そう伝えよう。まことこの世は絶望ばかりがすり寄ってきよる。生きたけば生きよう。皆にもそう伝えるがよい。バニス陛下、あなたもさぞ口惜しいでしょうな。共に国府の下でかけ、辺境で身を縮めていた我らが覇者となる夢を見た。
It's a flawed dream. Peace brought about by force is not true peace.
民のため、ただただ強い帝国であらんとした。
Just don't fucking understand.
しかし、我はもはや己らしい。赤き鎖は縛るやつなぐや
Are you really going to? Oh, for God's sakes. Seriously? Alright, folks, content warning. You may want to look away from this. We are...
クインテス殿から話が聞けたら、少しでも彼らの不安が取り除けるよう、兵士たちにも掛け合ってみようと思うんだ。
まずはちゃんと伝えられるといいわね。私たちは違うものだけど、違うから話したいんだって。
Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. Wow. And I know... Yeah, no, definitely. The thing is... You know, no, it's not important. Never mind. It's not important. It's a stupid thing and not important. We will make no attempt to resist. We're not gonna hurt you, dude. Much more has occurred since we last met. After determining what comes next, we will speak with Lord Quintus. Yeah, about that. That's not gonna be happening. With the immediate crisis averted, Lucia seeks to gain a clearer understanding of the present situation. Before we proceed, tell me what you know of the First Legion and the disposition of their forces. Well, they're all kind of screwed and dying. They are preparing for a war while the refugees and their care were left to go hungry? A reckless, short-sighted plan that risks the welfare of the people they were sworn to protect. Nevertheless, we cannot compel them to accept our aid. If we were to arrive with force with the intent to do so, we would only incite panic. But perhaps they would be persuaded to follow one of their own. Go with Julius back to the station and have him lead the refugees here. Some may be unwilling or unable to leave, but for the time being, I'll take what I can get. Alphinaud, Elise, and the scouts sent to extricate them should already be at the station. I will also have our other comrades in the area lend their support should be needed. Understood. I will have food and bedding prepared for the refugees. Getting them here safely, however, is my immediate concern. Alright. Huh. Alright, well. I've just returned from guarding the airships, and now I've got to keep an eye on the captured Imperials. Maybe a bit of chit-chat will help lighten the mood. It was a grave error not to post sentries farther from the camp. Had we seen the Guardians sooner, we could have slain them long before the truce was called. They engaged us of their own free will and deserved to die warriors' deaths. Even so, I have not forgotten why we are here, and I will stay my hand. For now. Damn, Sadu. When the Imperials charged upon us, we were able to avoid any serious injuries on either side. In truth, most of the Guardians were in no condition to fight. Sunken eyes, hollow cheeks. It must have been a long time since they had a decent meal. I am sure they'll be much more amenable to conversation with food in their bellies. God, I hope so. Even with their empire in ruins, the Guardians have not lost the will to fight. That strength shall serve them in days to come. They are still get life in this cold soil. Thank goodness the 10th Legion decided to sue for peace when they did. We've been spared more senseless bloodshed, which is the last thing anyone, including the First, needs. From their perspective, however, though, the promise of reinforcements was their last hope, and now they have no choice but to capitulate to the invaders. But we will prove to them that not all is lost, and we yet stand a chance of casting out the Telephoroi. Alright. Pursuit of... Oh, hey! Now we have a quest that will actually probably... Are you a quest that gives... Yes, you are! Your opinion on something, huh? Alright. Ah, just what I was looking for. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Raymond Laud of Ishgard. I've been put in charge of our arrangement with Tapper's Den, you see. Yeah, I'm going to do this quest and then get back to the station, and then I'll stop there, I think. However, the very first of the Tappers to come bearing ceruleum has asked quite a lot of us, if I do say so. They wish for our help in getting Juturna Platform G up and running. The very same platform that's the head of the Imperial's primary energy pipeline. What's more, he's a Garlean. I was convinced the only engineers left Tappers in were from conquered territories. In any case, I'm not qualified to judge the motives of the man. I'd feel much more at ease if I had someone of your experience help me to make the call. I thank you for your willingness to assist. Let us go and speak with the Tapper in question, then. He's a man by the name of Aplis. Alright, actually, you know what? I think I'll do that later. I will, however... Wait, is this dude in here? Yeah, he is, okay. Well... a little further south. There we go. I suppose you must be the friend Rimlil wanted to fetch. You have my thanks for getting him to agree to my proposal. Do not misunderstand. I have yet to agree to any such thing. I merely wanted someone else present during our talk. Very well, though I do believe my preferred deal will be a boon to us and the Elsabar contingent alike. I used to work on Juturna Platform G, you see, so I know more than most about the facility and its operation. That may be so, but your relationship to the facility notwithstanding, why should a girl like such as yourself be still taking refuge in Tapper's Den? We've been led to believe that the former workers residing there were from other territories. You're right on the technicality. I was a supervisor, rather than your typical staff. When the platform went down, it only seemed right that I stay with my crew. I always thought that we were close, but living alongside them in Tapper's Den has made me realize that I took them and their skills for granted. And that's to say nothing of the blind eye I turned to their struggles. That's why I came to you. It's high time I can be of real use to them, and everyone else if we're lucky. If we manage to get the platform back in working order, it'll dramatically increase our capacity to pump and refine ceruleum for everyone in the region. Sadly, we're more than a few hands short of a full workforce, not to mention the lack of supplies. Which is precisely where you come in. Help us get things up and running again, and you'll have your share of the ceruleum coming out of the rig. You couldn't come up with a more mutually beneficial arrangement if you tried. So he says. What do you think? Yes, I've been leaning the same way myself. Ultimately, what he says about the potential benefits is true. Nevertheless, I doubt the higher-ups would assent to this. I suppose that's how it goes when you're dealing with military types. For what it's worth, I do understand the hesitancy to throw in your lot with someone from a hostile nation. Thus, part 2 of my proposal. I shall do you a service to prove myself worthy of the contingent's trust. I looked around the fringes of your camp here before you arrived, and I've spotted a few cerulean engines in need of repair. If I fix them up, your superiors would have no reason to suspect that I want to see you driven out. Less reason, in any case. Assisting us with local technology would go a long way, I'd imagine. That said, I've not heard anything about the cerulean engines we've scavenged breaking down. It's not if they're entirely useless, yet. But I guarantee they're not running as they should. Give me the opportunity, and I can have them working more efficiently and safely. You're welcome to accompany me while I do so. That way, you can assure that I don't get into anything suspect, and then vouch for me with your superiors. I have no objections. I trust you will sense anything amiss. Let us begin with the proper inspection, then. We can get to work as soon as you're ready, Celessa. Alright. I'll come back to this quest later, then. Let's go ahead and get the main quest at the next point. And then... yeah, let's go back. It's a bit of a long run. With luck I can actually get the hither right there. But it's a heck of a thing to happen there. I had a feeling he would do, quote, the honorable thing, but I didn't think they'd do it on, like, pseudo on screen like that. Man. Oof. Alright. Almost there. By almost there, I mean halfway there. Alright. Heck of a stopping point, too. Man. This is definitely... this arc has definitely been more interesting than I thought it was going to be. Not in a bad way, it was just kind of... I just was not expecting... was not expecting the end of World War II, effectively, to be the end of the arc there. Alright. What are you doing back here? Where are Jules and the others? Oh, I didn't expect you to arrive so soon. There's been a development. Perhaps you best see for yourself. Tis a comfort to see thee none the worse for thy recent ordeals. Indeed, I'm finally in Garlemald, but Celessa and Euless. There's been a development. We arrived just before you did. And too late. Too late for what? What's happened? It's Lord Quintus. He took his own life. After the news about the 10th, he relieved us of our duties. Then, when he was alone, he No. No, he wouldn't. Thancred and the others, assisted by the soldiers, have seen to the remains. In due course shall the legatus be afforded a proper burial. He released us from our duty. He wanted us to be free to choose our own fate. Without him to guide us, I have just this moment spoken with Lucia. We are ready to commence a transfer of the refugees here to Camp Broken Glass, should they be willing to accept our aid. Some would rather die. But most of us just want to live. Songs and standards be damned. We just want to live. We'll need to speak with the refugees. They'll have to decide for themselves if they wish to come with us. If anyone would prefer to stay, bring their supplies brought over for them. It'll be a hard journey for the others, but we'll see they reach our camp safely. Yeah, no, that's actually, yeah. It's good that it came from the soldier, not the enemy, as it were. After what happened to his family, the first was all Eulos had left. Now even that's been taken away from him. He's not alone in that either. There's a comfort in having someone to follow, someone to lead. And it looks like now we have a city down there. Leave these fiends to my brothers and I. We will race them to the ground with our most devastating magics. No worries, Cryptomates. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and pop out after this. So, but thank you. We have the roads covered. Don't you worry. Things may get chaotic out there, but just take it as slow and steady as you can. All right? Thanks, Chuchito. Now can I use this? Yes, okay, good. Alright. Well, thanks everyone for watching tonight. Have you had a good time? I had a good time, but wow. Wow. That's all I can say, really. Take care, folks. Have a good night. I'll be back on Sunday with something, I'm not sure yet, on Force Suffering Sunday. Any case, take care, and I will see folks either Sunday or next week. Good night, everyone. Ahead of time, indeed. Yes, ahead of time. Whew. Oof, oof, oof.